Two Northern 10 foes meet here tonight as the Mohawk Warriors take on Upper Sandusky. Don't go anywhere. We've got live and free hoops pregame coming your way right here exclusively on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Back now with our OH Report pregame show brought to you by the Kimmel Corporation. Hayden Gray and Travis Berardi here with you here tonight, live and free from Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Travis, a good Northern 10 matchup that we have here tonight. Yeah, two teams. Mohawk towards the top of the conference with a great start this season, taking on an Upper Sandusky squad that, you know, they've been hit with the injury bug, the sickness bug, but they're still looking for win number one. But they're getting healthier. They're getting healthier this season, and they're going to try and get on the right track tonight here at home. Yeah, like you said, they've been dealing with some injuries that have caused this season to go a little bit up and down. But let's dive right in and take a look at what's going on for the Rams this season in their team spotlight. Led by head coach Jeff Winslow. They're 0-5, 0-2 in the N10. Their losses come from Willard, Galleon, Winford, Columbian, and Seneca East. Just averaging a shy of 50 points per game, 20 rebounds per game, 1.2 blocks per game, 13.5 assists, 7 steals, and 17.4 turnovers per game. And then a history lesson. In 2021-2022, went 14-9, 11-3, second in the N10. And they were 2-0 versus Mohawk last season.
Yeah, these two teams had two great fights against each other. They took out Mohawk in overtime, 63-61, and then also a regulation 56-45 victory. But this is a different squad for Jeff Winslow. He had some big guys underneath last season. This year, he's going back to that normal Upper Sandusky perimeter shooting squad.
And a guy who's going to have to be a man for them tonight. We talked about it on the way up here. A guy who's been doing it for him all year long, Holden Daris, leads the way for scoring here for Upper Sandusky. 11 points per game leads the team, 50% from the field, and almost 40 from three-point range. And he's going to have to look for his offensive game to shine tonight, Travis.
Yeah, he started to get that going in our last game against Seneca East, a game they fell late in that one to the Tigers, but he's going to have to start it. They're going to have a balanced attack, but he's going to have to take the reins if they want to get a win tonight. He's shooting 38% from three. Might as well continue to try and let it rip from back there. If he gets hot early on, that may help them.
And so now we'll go ahead and take a look at what we think might help them get some victory tonight in our Keys to Victory, again brought to you by the Kimmel Corporation. And for the Rams tonight, it's time to go on a Ram revenge tour, Travis. 0-5 start to the season. It's time for them to get some big wins here going into the break, and they need to have a strong second half, something that they have had issues with through this point in the season.
Yeah, it's early on still. They have a lot of time to turn things around and have a chance at, really getting back to where they wanted to before the season started, and that's be competing in the conference as well as, getting a good seed, maybe making a bit of a run in the tournament.
And quickly, while they're going over the rules of the contest, we'll take a look at the Mohawk Warriors, who ended the night undefeated in non-conference play and conference play, led by head coach Paul Dunn. 6-0, 3-0 wins over Riverdale, Hopewell, Loudon, Bucyrus, New Regal, Buckeye Central, and Hardin Northern. Averaging nearly 70 points per game, over 30 boards, 14.6 assists per game, and obviously 0-2 versus Upper, as we mentioned last year when they went 16-8, 9-5 in the N10. So looking to get a big win tonight and get their revenge from last season.
Yeah, and they have a balanced scoring attack. 4 guys that can get into double digits any single night, along with A.J. Hess, who can put up 20-plus at any given night. So this is a team that has a chance of doing something great this year.
And we'll take a pause now for the national anthem. Travis, and a guy you mentioned right before we honored our country with the playing of the national anthem is A.J. Hess. We had a moment to catch up with him before the game and congratulate him on reaching his 1,000th point earlier this week. The senior guard leading the team in points per game and just getting it done on the offensive and defensive glass as well.
Well, especially if you're shooting over 50% from the field, he is a player that will he will take the open shot when he has. He's not going to force it either, and both almost 40% from three, over 50% from the field. That's why he's averaging 24 points per game this season.
And our keys to victory tonight for the Warriors, who come on the road looking to pick up their 7th win of the season. Play the Warrior way, and numbers don't lie. I think those kind of play together. Their numbers have shown what they've been able to do to opponents this year has really made a statement, and I think if they do the same thing tonight, it will bring success.
Yeah, 7-0. They're 6-0 right now, but if they can get off to that 7-0 start, that shows that it's not a fluke for them. 7 straight victories to start the year. That pretty much ices the fact that they are one of the top competitors in the conference alongside the likes of Colonel Crawford and Carey as well, who are playing tonight, and you'll see on a highlight on the OH Report later tonight. But Mohawk, great start of the season to them, and they can just do what they're supposed to, they'll knock off Upper.
And let's find out who's starting tonight for the Mohawk Warriors. Boomer Cleveland, Hunter Haynes, A.J. Hess, Bryce Hannum, and Braden Chester are your starting lineup for those Warriors. And now we'll check out who are the starters for the home Upper Sandusky Rams. Holden Daris, Brock Montgomery, And we'll take a look at those later. As we're underway now.
And Mohawk wins the opening tip. Upper Sandusky in that man-to-man defense, and they get a turnover right off the bat.
Daris got a hand on that one, and now Upper Sandusky brings the ball down the court, looking to get on the board first. Daris tries to work it inside to Kessler, and he'll make it splash.
Great shot. Gets it in the paint, had the open look, gets the bucket. It's 2-0.
Now, this is a team that plays with a lot of confidence. As we mentioned, they have great first halves. They just have struggled to put two together as Lawn was staying healthy. Mohawk works the ball around now. Shot put up by Braden Chester, no good. Fight for the rebound. Officials say it'll be going to the Rams.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Ethan Kessler to really, fight for the ball down there. And that's another thing they need to do is keep Mohawk off that offensive glass. That's been a problem for Upper Sandusky the first few games of the season is the inability to limit second chances. As we're continued to be underway here at Upper. Great start for them on their first possession. They're going to get another chance here on this one. The offensive rebound right side, 3 in the air. That's off the front iron, but an offensive rebound stripped out of the way. And that's going to be a foul about 95 feet away against Cayman Isles, who is now a starter for Upper Sandusky. It's his the first foul of the game. As Mohawk will get possession down 2-0, a minute gone by here. Mohawk looking for their first points of the game. They score in bunches, though, as that three is up and good. Boomer, Cleveland booms it through to give them a 3-2 lead. And then another deflection out of bounds. And it will be a turnover, so a turnover on Upper Sandusky. And this full court press by Mohawk thus far has really caused problems.
3-2, 6:40 left here in the first quarter. Mohawk looking for another three-pointer. That one no good. Rebound will go out of bounds.
Yeah, just a little too much steam on that one, Hayden. It was about halfway down, but the force of the ball just rimmed it right back out.
Pressure now in the full court from the Warriors.
It's a 1-2-1-1 trapping press.
Lamb gets it up to Isles. Gets it over to Kessler. Feeds inside back to Daris. That shot's up and it's good.
Great passing. That's what you got to do. Quick passing to break the press, and usually will lead to open shots.
Cleveland dishes it off to Chester. Looking inside now to Bryce Hannum, who will be fouled. Take one more look on our Daris. Towing and recycling instant replay.
And that's not on the shot. It was on the catch, so it'll be a inbounds underneath. And that's going to be Kessler's second foul already as well.
Second team foul for the Rams. Fed right inside. It's up and good. Mohawk takes the lead.
Yeah, he's able to get the seal there, and he gets the steal here.
Offensive putback, no good. Rebound to Upper Sandusky.
They had two really good looks there, just couldn't finish it off.
Daris will reset, or Lamb, kicks it over to the corner. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound goes to Hess.
And that's going to be on Montgomery, about 95 feet away, fighting for the rebound. And quickly, Upper Sandusky already 3 fouls in the first 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Both teams getting really good looks so far, Hayden.
That they are. Boomer brings it up the court, and Trav, I feel like we didn't really get to fully appreciate just how much we enjoy his nickname. We're talking about that a little bit earlier.
Boomer? Love it. Boomer Cleveland, too. Just an Ohio name. A perfect Ohio name here.
Definitely flows nice. Lamb kicks it over to Montgomery. Picks up his dribble, able to get it back to Lamb. Lamb will put up a deep three. It'll be no good. Rebound to Hess. Hand it off to Boomer.
I know Upper Sandusky likes taking those long threes, but that one you might want to think about. And then on the other side, another long three, and he hits it perfectly.
Cleveland knocks that one down.
Boomer with 2 threes early on.
Pass high for Daris, and that'll be a turnover.
Yeah, turnovers have really plagued Upper Sandusky here in the first few games of the season. That's something they really need to work on if they want to be competitive.
Heat check for Cleveland. That shot no good, but an offensive rebound to the Warriors. Chester will pull it from deep. That one no good as well. Rebound goes to Daris.
I think they get kicked out of bounds, it'll say, with Upper Sandusky. But, I mean, both sides are getting pretty decent looks there. Open looks as well, and Mohawk just been able to hit one more three than Upper and out to that 8-4 lead.
And as you saw during our Kimmel Corporation pregame, what they've done to their opponents, Mohawk is a team that likes to score the basketball, nearly 70 points per game. Daris kicks it off the Lamb, trying to drive inside, but he's met by Chester on a block.
Daris early on wants to take it to the hole, like we said in our keys to the game. Can take control of this game, but defense was right there for him.
Another three-pointer put up by Chester, no good. Offensive board now, though.
Yeah, tough start for Chester. He's getting those looks from three, just unable to hit thus far.
Kicked over into the corner to Haynes. That shot no good. Rebound to Daris.
And I sense a reason why they put up 70. They're not afraid to shoot it from beyond the arc. And another foul against Upper.
And that's a tough one to swallow. Lamb, obviously after the whistle, as you take another look at the replay, it makes that three. But as you mentioned, it'll be the 4th team foul of the first quarter.
And that's going to be Cayman's second. So 2 Rams with 2 fouls already here. And if you're head coach Jeff Winslow, they cannot afford to get that 3rd foul picked up here in this quarter.
Parker Osborne will check in for Cayman Isles and the Rams. As Cleveland brings it up the court. Also checking in was Justin Heelman.
His brother actually fresh off the JV squad into the varsity rosters. That's blocked.
Quick hands there, and Upper will draw the first foul going against the visiting Warriors here tonight.
That's going to go against A.J. Hess. He was trying to stay to the side of Kessler and just bumped him. We've seen a lot of fouls in the backcourt early on.
Daris has some numbers and space, passed off to Montgomery. Daris now will put up a three, and that'll be good.
That's what they need to do. Work from side to side, draw in the defense, kick it out for the open look. It's 8-7. And we're going to get another foul.
And let's take a look at the replay, Travis, brought to you tonight by Danner's Towing and Recycling. Not a ton of contact on Cleveland, but enough the officials wanted to call that 5th team foul of the quarter.
Now, I did hear from a couple coaches that referees are really focusing on that touch check. You really can't keep your hands on them, on the offensive players you're defending anymore, because they're going to call you on that little check. Point of emphasis, that's the word I was looking for.
Nice fake kick back out in the corner to Cleveland. That one just a bit short. Battle for the rebound. Zayden Fry collects it, kicks it back over to Cleveland.
It was far enough off the front of the rim to bounce back out.
But a nice turnover.
Yeah.
Montgomery can't hold on to the ball, but it was last touched by Mohawk, so it'll stay down here with Upper. I want to welcome everyone that's watching in tonight on Facebook and YouTube. Drop us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from, and we'll give you a shout-out.
Shout-out. This is a pretty good start for Coach Winslow's squad. They're not letting their opponent run away early on like they have been the last few games.
Shot no good from Osborne. Rebound went to Hess. And they'll say Zayden Fry turn the ball over.
Yeah, you saw him kind of got tangled up, picked up the dribble, then went for the dribble again. He was expecting the refs to say, you know, was touched by the defense, so he's able to get his dribble back, but that is not the case.
Levi Lamb will check back in for Parker Osborne. Not a ton of movement here from the Rams, who will need to advance the ball. And they do. They get it off to Daris.
Great
puts up a
press
three.
break.
No good, but fights for the offensive board. Last touch, they say by Mohawk. Let's take one more look. Ooh.
I don't know if it touched the leg. The referee did say it grazed his leg, but I'm not sure about that. However, we are about 20 feet away, and the ref is 5 feet.
And we have a little bit of a nice aerial height advantage. And, of course, instant replay.
I mean, all it has to do is touch the leg hair. Maybe it did. I don't know.
Nonetheless, 1-point game with under 2 minutes in the first quarter. Lamb will pass it off to Haleman.
And this is playing right in Upper Sandusky's game. If they can keep Mohawk 10, 15 points per quarter instead of the normal 15 to 20, it'll allow Upper to remain in this one.
Fight for the ball between Haleman and Cleveland, and they'll call a foul on Haleman. It'll be his first of the quarter. Second team foul.
So Boomer's got a couple of threes, and now he has a foul. He's getting into everything tonight.
Yeah, we'll take a closer look at his numbers so far this season at the next break. Nearly a turnover for the Rams, who swing it out. Three-pointer put up by Kessler, and it's good.
Upper has players that are able to hit the shot from beyond the arc, and two of them have done so far tonight as they get the lead.
Great environment in here tonight. That three won't find the hoop. Rebound to Daris, but another packed crowd. Rambunctious student section.
Yeah, both sides too.
Woo! Back to back. Timeout as Ethan Kessler makes his second three in the last minute. Take one more look at that last play.
This is the Upper Sandusky squad we've been waiting to see all season long. Great start by the Rams here against a very good Mohawk squad. And for Mohawk, Hayden, you know, this is a good timeout. Calm your players down, get a bucket on this possession, regroup.
And as I mentioned, I want to take a look to highlight Braden Boomer Cleveland.
Absolutely.
Just a sophomore averaging 13.2, second on the team, nearly 40% from behind the three-point line. But what he does in the other categories as well, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, nearly 3.5 steals.
Yeah, one of those do-it-all players. And it helps open up the game for the likes of A.J. Hess and company, as Hess is going to get fouled, and that's going to be number 6. So for the next 8 minutes and 33.3 seconds, Mohawk's going to have the bonus.
That's exactly what you didn't want to happen if you were Coach Winslow. As you mentioned, they'll just have to deal with that throughout the rest of the first half. Stay disciplined as they force a turnover. Montgomery passed it off, and one opportunity. Just take one more look.
Wow. I mean, other than the foul trouble, this has been a pretty darn good start for Upper.
Yeah, that time Levi Lamb earned his way to the line with the impressive play. We'll also take another look at. We'll take a look at him at some point as well and what he's done so far this season.
And that was just drawing the defense down to the baseline. You have a guy right in the middle of the lane, get it to him, and he drew the foul in the hoop.
Lamb can't make the free throw, but they do hold a 7-point lead, 20 seconds and counting. Cleveland will bring it up and ultimately try and hold for that final shot. Over to the far end of the court now, under 10 seconds. Cleveland looking to see what he can do inside, puts up a floater, no good, gets his own rebound. That shot too strong, and that will end our first quarter. Upper Sandusky out to a 15-8 lead over Mohawk. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school basketball live and free, exclusively on the OH Report. Second quarter action back here at Upper Sandusky High School. Hayden Gray, Travis Berardi on commentary with you tonight as the Rams out to a 7-point lead over the Warriors of Mohawk.
What a move. Tough, though.
Lamb's shot was no good. Daris shot no good as well. Upper Sandusky missed their first 2 shots of the quarter.
But what a great start for Upper in that first quarter. They really limited damage to Mohawk, and as I say that, they get the bucket, but only 3 field goals for Mohawk in that first quarter, a team that averages over 70 points per game.
Yeah, that time Zayden Fry gets his first bucket of the night. As Lamb tried to work inside, officials say took too many steps though, working his way into the paint.
Yep, you see it right there on the Daris towing replay. If you're Upper, you don't want to get into a shootout with Mohawk.
Absolutely not.
That's their game.
It's been a quiet first half so far from Hess. Fry will put up a 3. That shot no good. Rebound out to Hellman. Rams swinging the ball around now. Daris working against Fry. Now Kessler will take it in.
Jeez, great take. Your defender's playing up in your grill. Ball fake, get around him. And he saw no help, so he took it right to the hole.
Ball fake. Fed inside. Fry looked for another bucket. Couldn't get it, but he does pick up a foul.
Yeah, it was kind of a unwarranted pass there. Got stripped out of the hands of one right into the grasp of another. And Fry, foul going up.
He'll step to the line now. First shot up, and it's good. First free throw tonight for the Warriors. Just 1 for the Rams in the first quarter. Zayden Fry, familiar name from the football field. And gets the 2-point conversion there.
The other Heilman now checking in. That was the one I was speaking of earlier that came off of the JV roster and is getting some, as Dickie V would say, PTP.
6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. As you can take a look on our Chris Darvis, Edward Jones, and Wilson Tire scoreboard. Upper gets another field goal to go.
Yeah, just a perfect look from the elbow.
3-pointer put up from Mohawk. That one's good. Hunter Haynes with a triple.
Nice answer from Mohawk here. Off to a better start to start the second quarter than how he finished the first. And they've also turned Upper over a couple times here at the beginning of the second.
So Eric Gottfried was ready to cut that time, but communication between him and Kessler just a little bit off for the turnover.
Offensive foul.
Nice job getting back after the turnover, making up for it.
Might want to give him a little bit of an Oscar because he started his fall before contact happened, but still the referee saw he was lowering the shoulder and gave it to him.
Daris will put up a 3. Shot just off, rebound to Hess.
And another hand check foul.
I believe that one will be on Daris. Like we said, quiet first half from the leading scorer for the Warriors, from Hess. Chance for his first points of the night here at the line.
At 24 points per game. But the Rams, they are known for their defensive prowess. Really been able to shut him down thus far, but all you have to do is see the ball go through the hoop once to really get going.
Levi Lamb will check in as Haleman takes a seat. Hess looks for point number 2. Just misses. Rebound goes to Daris. Jump ball.
That'll be a change of possession.
Let's take one more look at the battle there.
Mohawk will have a chance to make this a 3 or 4 point possession now.
Immediately fed inside. to Bryce Hanam. And that one's good. Timeout.
Yeah, the quick throw in didn't seem like Upper was set or ready for it. And they get the easy bucket.
And caught Kessler off guard. And Hanam just went up with it, the 6'3 senior. Well, and you know, we did go down and introduce ourselves and talk to Warrior head coach Paul Dunn, because I don't think that either of us had the chance to meet him throughout our time covering high school hoops. And he did say, very happy with this fast start, but knows this is a tough environment to come play.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter what the record is for Upper Sandusky at this place. They will put up their best effort. And like I said, they're getting healthy, getting back into the tune of things like they were expected at the beginning of the year.
And we've got some comments. Travis, Ray Lemley saying, go Warriors, D-Horn the Rams. And Emily Allspock, if I butchered your last name, I apologize, Emily, but let's go Rams. So some fans for both teams. Thanks for commenting. As Daris puts up a three, it's going to be no good. And we'll have a foul call.
You really don't need that foul there. It was just a little frustration going for the ball, but he already had position, and that's going to send Mohawk back to the line for another one-on-one.
Yeah, that time on Montgomery. So Hunter Haynes will be heading to the free throw line for numbers 5 and 6 from the Warriors here this evening. Just the one miss. First one up, no good. But the rebound's given straight back to Mohawk.
Luckily, Upper was able to hold that off, though, as also we're seeing here in this second quarter, Mohawk really getting on that offensive glass.
Rams lead down to just a point now. Kessler works against Fry. That shot up, no good. Rebound to Chester.
Yeah, it was a highly contested shot.
Cleveland kicks it off to Braden and kicks it to Fry over in the corner. That three-pointer bounces off the side of the rim. Rebound to Levi Lamb.
See if the Rams can get a little distance, and they do with that lay-in.
Now that was ball movement, Travis, right
Yes.
there. Hardly any dribbles amongst them, and then Lamb finished it off with the layup.
And it was quick passing, too.
And Daris grabs a quick turnover. He's working against Haynes. Draws the foul. Had a chance at the three-point play, but let's see how he earned it.
Yeah, just put his body into the defender. The defender was up, drew the foul. Couldn't finish it, but he will get 2 shots.
First shot is up from Daris. Left just a little bit short.
Substitutions coming in.
Isles and Haleman will check in. As the second shot comes from Daris, that one much more powerful that time. Back up to a 4-point lead. Chester working against Isles. Kicks it out to Haynes right in front of the student section. Shot no good. Rebound to Holden Daris. We've been saying his name a lot with these rebounds.
Whoa.
But the three-pointer left a bit short.
Yeah, that was just too much air under that one. I think he was maybe thinking he was going to get draw a foul, but the defender went straight up and down.
And maybe
No
anticipating
contact.
some contact.
Yeah.
Good deflection there to force it back near midcourt. Rams defense definitely been playing probably the tightest and best defensively we've seen them this season. As they force another turnover.
Yeah, especially against a team that's trying to get something going beyond the arc.
Isles thought about a triple now. Montgomery will take one and he'll hit it.
Yeah, Upper needed that. Mohawk was finally getting some momentum. But the Rams, led by 1 now on a 6-0 run.
Haynes will pick up the foul. And that'll go against Howman. 10th team foul of the first half for the Rams. So now Mohawk in a double bonus. Haynes will step to the line. First shot is good.
Yeah, the Rams doing a little bit better job keeping their hands off in the second quarter. They had 6 fouls within the first, 5-6 minutes of the game, but since then only 4.
Braden Chester will take a seat. Kane Heyman will check in now as the second free throw is not down for Mohawk. Upper Sandusky trying to preserve the 5-point lead and possibly add on to it here before halftime.
Nice pass.
Great playmaking from the point guard, Daris.
That's what you practice in practice, is dribbling in the lane, drawing the defense, and then finding the open man on the block, but a good answer by Mohawk.
Cleveland had some space, didn't get it to go, but Zayden Fry with the offensive board and the assist.
And if you're Mohawk, you just want to keep this close. Don't let Upper go on a run to finish the half.
Pretty shot from Isles, who stepped up into the starting lineup tonight. Talked to Coach Winslow about that before the game, and if you watch any Lady Rams basketball, you're familiar with his sister, Cadence Isles. Shot looked pretty similar.
You'll see her tomorrow afternoon. I'll be on the call of that one against Bucyrus.
Deep three from Cleveland. No good. Rebound goes to Kessler.
Now the Rams, if they can get an open look early on, go for it, but run some clock now.
Heyman working against Daris that time. Ball will stay with the Rams, though. That rebound game so far, even at 13 apiece. Ball inbounded by Isles. Kick back over to Montgomery. The Rams get a play in motion. Lamb now with the ball, gives a little shimmy into the lane. Too much on the layup, though. Rebound to Mohawk.
For a second, I thought Upper Sandusky was in a bit of miscommunication there with a couple guys running towards the perimeter, but it turned out it was just a clear out for the take to the hole, but he was unable to finish.
And again, very similar to that last foul, Travis. Levi Lamb going for the ball, but much more of a shoulder check than an attempt at the steal. So Boomer will head to the line, miss the first.
So there's 3 players with 2 fouls for Upper, the rest with 1. So they've been able to avoid that foul trouble so far.
Second shot from Cleveland's good. Cut the Ram lead back to 6. Approaching 1 minute of play left in the first half. Three-pointer put up and splashed again. That time, Eric Gottfried. And as the students are chanting, just the freshman called up from JV, but responded right back by Haynes.
They needed that answer. Keep it within 6. Now you need a stop.
Isles now working his dribble. Trying to navigate the lane, but they're going to hit him with a travel turnover on Isles.
Nearly got called for the 5-second as well. He wasn't able to clear the hip of the defender.
Just about 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. Right around that time, that gets difficult to navigate if you want to try and hold on to this for the last shot. But they'll be heading to the line.
Jeez. Another one of those touch fouls out front.
The 12th foul of the first half for the Rams. That's definitely allowed Mohawk to keep this thing close.
Yeah, Daris he went too far into the offensive player, bumped him.
Cleveland's first free throw is good. It's his 10th point of the first half.
And that's probably going to be a point of emphasis for head coach Jeff Winslow at the halftime break, is just tell his guys, stay in front of the offensive player, but you cannot hand check them. Don't bump into them. Just keep them in front of you.
Kessler will check back in for the Rams. Isles will take a seat. Second free throw, no good, but a foul on the floor.
And it's going to go against Upper Sandusky. Some more free throws.
Let's take a look and see on the box out, I believe, looking at Daris again. His third foul of the first half, Travis.
He was undermatched there, height-wise, but kind of hooked the defender.
Coach Winslow in disbelief.
I mean, you couldn't see the beginning of that, but I didn't see much out of it. It looked like the player behind him was jumping up for the rebound after Daris had the box out.
Nonetheless, first free throw was missed.
And a ball don't lie moment, too. Daris now in foul trouble with 3 fouls.
Upper Sandusky with the chance now to cut it down after that free throw was made. Mohawk 7 of 12 from the line in the first half.
Yeah, they're not shooting the ball as well as they'd want either. However, they are still in this, only down 4.
Timeout now. Rams. Daris gets the timeout called. 9.9 left here in the second quarter. Have a few more comments. Missy Lamb Breidenbach says, "Let's go Rams." Thanks for watching tonight, Missy. Great atmosphere in here, though, tonight. I know you're looking forward to being right back here tomorrow, Travis, for a doubleheader.
Yeah, the day-night doubleheader. Got a 1:30 girls game, and then the boys will take on Bucyrus. I believe it's 6:30.
Yeah, we do apologize tonight if anyone was looking for the game at 6:30 and say, well, where is the OH report? JV started around 6 o'clock tonight, but here we are with just under 10 seconds left in the first half now. As a foul's called, another hand check, Travis.
That was a foul to give as Mohawk was at 5 there. And it's only the first on Hayden, so it's actually a pretty good foul. Daris was getting by his defender going to the hole, and it ran clock off. Got to get a quick
Lamb
shot.
kicks it. Shot not off in time. As we head to halftime, Upper Sandusky holds on to a narrow 4-point lead over the Mohawk Warriors, who are surging 32-28. Coming up next, halftime stats, analysis, and more. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report.
Merry Christmas!
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Beckham in the house. Watching a little soccer. Nice. Bro, are you eating my Lays?
Yep.
Wow.
It's the FIFA World Cup. And it's football.
All right, don't start. Those are chips.
Crisps.
Those are cleats on my chair.
Boots.
but that is soccer.
No, my friend, that is football.
Okay.
There's 700 million people watching this little football match right now. That's gotta hurt.
Definition. Soccer is a round ball. Football is an oval ball. Like those golden balls.
These souvenirs.
Wow. Gonna talk about your Teen Choice Awards?
It's so sad.
That hurts. That hurts, actually.
But we'll ask the world. Is it called football or football?
Or soccer.
It's football.
Hey, ref, that's a football tackle. We're playing soccer here.
Mia, you're on my field. It's football here.
She's right. It's soccer.
Have you won 2 World Cups?
Does it look like I've won 2 World Cups?
All right, Brandy, the debate rages on. Is it football?
It's football.
Soccer.
Football. It's soccer.
My Doritos, football.
Or is it soccer?
It all comes down to this.
Come on, Jules. It's soccer, baby. We're doing that again, huh? It's a classic.
It's Chicharito against Howard. He shoots. Machito! Oh, the Cheetos! And Howard's down!
No, Cheetos. Football started the 12th century. That's like ancient. Then US football evolved from soccer rugby. I own my own soccer team. I know.
You just said the word soccer.
Did not.
You said soccer because you know you said soccer. You heard yourself say soccer.
You heard wrong. Absolutely not.
My house, my rules, you said soccer.
Prove it.
Learn it, love it.
Are you certified by Parks and Recreation to be on this field?
Don't hog them Tostitos. It says soccer mom, not football mom. You ever argue with soccer mom?
Bring it.
I'm just telling you, get ready. Brought it. Go ahead, tell them. You're a very difficult house guest, you know that?
I did say soccer.
I knew it!
He's turned many doubters into believers. Goal!
We're gonna need more chips, by the way.
Crisps.
Whatever.
No matter what you call it, don't forget the chips for the FIFA World Cup.
Welcome back to Upper Sandusky High School and our halftime show brought to you tonight by the Kimmel Corporation. Go check them out right here in Upper Sandusky. We'll thank all of our sponsors here in just a few minutes. Hayden Gray and Travis Berardi with you, though, from Upper Sandusky High School, where the Rams looking for that first win tonight, 32-28. The undefeated Warriors trailing after half number one. Let's go ahead and take a look at those first half stats, Travis. Brought to you, of course, again by the Kimmel Corporation. In a slow half for Mohawk, those foul shots really allowing them to stay in this. For the Rams, though, that three-point shooting's kind of come to life, and it looks like they're working a little bit more cohesive at the unit as we've seen this season.
Yeah, this team, they needed to be good from beyond the arc this season because their height has not been what it has been the last couple of years. And tonight, with that, as well as limiting turnovers, only 8 turnovers in the first half have really helped them out. Only down 1 on the boards as well. They've kept Mohawk off the offensive glass for most of this game, and they're just playing a much better game overall than we've seen in the last couple nights.
That is for sure, and one guy who's been absolutely balling out in the first half, that man, Boomer Cleveland, the sophomore guard, 10 points, 2 3-pointers, and 4 field goals, putting together a nice half, and he's going to need to come up big in the second half to get his team back in front.
Yeah, he had 2 quick threes early on to give them an 8-7 lead, but since then really have calmed down. Only 2 field goals from inside the arc, hasn't been able to hit again from beyond the arc, and if he can get that going once again, it'll open up some other players from the Warriors.
Would like to take a moment now here quick to thank all the sponsors. It's almost overwhelming how many we have here at Upper Sandusky. I'll start with the Kimmel Corporation, who is a fourth generation family-owned and operated company. They understand your business isn't just your business, it's your life. That's why they've dedicated themselves to help companies like yours look and perform at their very best. Chris Darvis, Edward Jones, financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care most about, Chris can develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Wilson Tire. At Wilson Tire Company, we sell new and used tires and provide tire services to customers in Upper Sandusky. No matter which location you visit, we'll prove that Wilson Tire Company is the best when it comes to the tire services and alignment. Quest Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution ready to support you, your family, and your goals. Daris Towing and Recycling, 24 local or long-distance light or heavy towing and recovery. Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. And finally, Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Now, Travis, I am officially out of breath as we start the third quarter.
You did that well, though, because you got it done before the end of the halftime show, brought to you by Kimmel Corporation. Woo. As we return to action.
And as you mentioned, we're underway here in quarter number 3.
I do have one score out of the Northern 10 after a quarter. Yes. Carey leading Colonel Crawford 12-6.
That'll be a big one. Obviously, 2 teams towards the top of the Northern 10 along with Mohawk, so we'll be keeping an eye on that one for you as the rebound goes to the Warriors. 3-pointer up from Chester, and he finally gets one to fall.
So the Warriors with a good start here. Cuts it to within 1 now. See if Upper can respond after. They had the good look, just a tough shot. Wouldn't go in for them, their first possession of the half.
Nice ball movement early into the possession. Daris with a nice low dribble move, handed off.
Oh, his shots have been so clean tonight. I don't think he's touched the rim at all on any of those inside shots.
Yeah, Kessler's been having things go his way. They'll need him to stay hot if they want to hold on to this lead. Haynes over in the corner, and the second 3 of the half for Mohawk is good.
Here come the Warriors. That is the team that puts up 70+.
Dribble picked up that time, and the miscommunication will cause the turnover for the Rams.
And you saw Coach Winslow not happy with that.
Mohawk surging. We saw this same type of game plan from them early in the first half. Shots weren't falling as frequently, but here they come back with that 3-point attack. Hess swings it over to Haynes.
It was just a matter of time. They keep getting open looks like that. They've gotten good shots, but they just haven't been able to hit.
That one no good that time. Rebound out to Kessler. Now Lamb puts up a 3 of his own. Shot just bounces off the back of the rim. Now Chester kicks it up to Hess, who's going to pull up for a 3 of his own. And that one left short. Offensive board, though. Kick back to Hess, but a turnover.
He didn't follow his shot there, and the lone Mohawk Warrior inside the paint had to come out and get it and really throw off that offensive possession. Great shot on the other end.
Lamb throws up a prayer from inside. A little bit of a rainbow from a foot away, and that one goes good. Deep 3 from Haynes. Nothing but net. Mohawk ties it up with that basket, but Daris will put up one of his own. No good. Rebound out to Haynes. Cleveland now has some space, and he'll pick up another foul, I believe. Travis, they're going to pick up holding Daris on that one. That'll be his 4th foul.
The one player that could not afford to do anything like that picks up his 4th foul. And Coach Winslow's going to get a full timeout to think it over.
Well, I mean, there is certainly a lot of time to play. That could end up being, pretty instrumental to them, but let's take a quick look at a gentleman that I did mention earlier in the first half that I wanted to spotlight, and a guy who may need to step up even more now, depending on how Daris is able to play with those 4 fouls, and that's Levi Lamb. 8 points for him in the first half. The senior guard averages 9 per game, second on the team. 53% from the field, 41% from behind the line. Not the world's biggest rebounder. He does average a couple assists per game, but what he does provide us from a senior leadership standpoint has been big tonight.
Yeah, and he's been one of the bright spots early on in the season for Upper Sandusky, especially hitting from beyond the arc, trying to keep the Rams in the game. He had hit a couple big shots against Seneca East to keep them close before the Tigers pulled away. But, yeah, one of those key pieces for this squad.
Again, Hayden Gray, Travis Berardi with you tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Want to let you know to continue to comment on Facebook or YouTube. Let us know who you're cheering on tonight, and we'll give you a shout-out.
And also, during that break, the scorer took a point off of Upper Sandusky. I think they might have taken a 3 away to a 2. So Mohawk has the lead, and they've just extended it to 3 on the 2-point shot from the baseline.
Rams now trailing for the first time, I believe, from early in the first quarter, if at all.
That was a great look in the flex offense. You got that cutter going from one corner, getting a screen, going right into the paint. Was ahead of his defender, gets the pass. Good ball fake, gets the bucket, kicks it to within 1, and that's a tough foul there.
Yeah, on the other end, Kessler had a nice shot, but commits the foul right back on the defensive side. Second team foul.
And we've seen this with this reffing crew all night, both ways. They're keeping it close.
Right, that's
they're not letting any of these little collisions or anything. They're going to call that. So you'll get that with some refereeing crews. And if it's even, if it's on both sides, you can go with it. But sometimes it's just tough for teams that like to guard right up in your face.
Mid-range jumper from Cleveland, no good. Board goes to Hess. Puts up a floater. That one no good as well. Official had a tough decision to make as that one rolled along the baseline. Let's take a look on our Danners Towing and Recycling instant replay.
Yeah, there was a lid or something on that hoop. 3 times that ball was halfway down, and 3 times it somehow bounced out. Mohawk back in that full court press now.
Nearly coughed it over, and they will call the travel on the roll, so Mohawk getting the ball right back.
Yeah, and you saw Mohawk switching to that full court press, and it caused some problems.
I believe I did see another comment during halftime. Barb Smith says, come on, Rams, let's go. Levi, number 22. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Barb. That shot just short. Rebound out to the Rams. Lamb brings the ball up the court. Hellman drives inside, kicks it out to the corner.
That's what they need to continue to do. Draw a couple defenders, kick it to the open man. That's what helped them out in that first half.
Now the drive inside, and it will be a foul called.
Yeah, on the reach. And that was the example I made on the other end where the refs are keeping this close to the vest. Had the ball for a second, but then grabbed the arm, and they're going to call it.
First foul of the half for Mohawk.
And only the second on Hannum for the game.
Lamb kicks it over to Hellman. Now gets it over into the corner. Kessler shots up just short. Rebound goes to Haynes.
Yeah, it was a good job by Hannum to get a hand in there on that offensive rebound and knock it out.
Cleveland liked the look. Shot no good, though. Rebound to Lamb.
Coach didn't, though. I just heard him yell, why?
Yes, very early into the possession, and Isles comes down to the other end and makes them pay. As the Rams regain the lead, 40-39, 2:56 and counting here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, it was a mixture of Isles getting a good seal on his defender and Upper getting up the court, not allowing Mohawk to get in their defense. And there's another foul.
So definitely the key word tonight as far as fouls have gone is consistency, Travis. Like you mentioned, whether you're watching at home or someone here at the game tonight may not agree with some of the calls, you do respect and can at least appreciate that they are calling it evenly for both sides, both ways.
A lapse in defense by Upper, but Mohawk unable to finish.
Coach Dunn asking for the Warriors to talk as Isles nearly tracks down the offensive board. Chester will swing it over to Cleveland, though.
So Mohawk had a great start to the half. Like they did for the first quarter, hit a couple threes. It seemed like it was a carbon copy of that first quarter. Started off strong, but now they've cooled off.
Isles pump fakes, puts a shot up from a foot away, no good. Tries to poke it out of Chester's hand.
That's tough. Got the ball fake, got the defender up in the air and past him, but just a little bit too far to the right of that top corner on the backboard and wouldn't deflect in.
Cleveland and Hannum will check out for the Warriors. Fry and Heyman back into the game. Kicked over to Zayden. Deep contested three from Hess. That shot no good.
Kind of surprised the referees didn't call a foul on either ends on that rebound, but they let him play.
Three put up on the other side from Bob Montgomery.
Have I ever told you about the physics of the white box on the backboard?
I don't think so.
If you ever, on a layup attempt or pretty much any shot, if it's not thrown as hard as you can, if you hit that corner, it will go in 95% of the time.
Oh.
Just because that's the physics of that backboard. You hit that corner, it will go in.
Little knowledge nuggets with Big League. Take notes. Young Hoopers as Hess puts up a corner three, no good.
Learned that from my high school head coach, Tom Wise. Shout out Coach Wise back in West Virginia. Also a shout out to my brother, Zach. 20th birthday today. Happy birthday, Zach.
Never got to meet the kid, but wishing him a happy birthday.
Yeah. You know, he's off in college at George Washington in D.C., so, you know, maybe one day they'll make a visit up here, but happy birthday, Zachary. I know you're not watching, but I'm still going to say it. I mean, it's his birthday. He's probably out with friends right now.
Right. Another foul is called. Trying to see who that one's going against.
That's going to go against Heyman for Mohawk.
Third team foul the second half. Both teams with three. Ball swung over now to Kessler.
Ooh.
Gets a little contact from Hess. Kicks it to Hellman.
Upper not rushing anything right now. I like this.
Kessler trying to look for the shot that he wants, puts one up, and it's good.
He's really taken over this game here in the second half. 18 points for him as we come up on 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Chester thought about a deep three, but he'll swing it over to Fry, who's open. Just a bounce off the hoop. Kessler crowds the rebound.
Great look for him, but once again, that's been the story of the night for Mohawk. Other than the first part of quarter one and the first part of this third quarter, they just haven't been able to get it through the hoop.
Just the three triples for them here offensively in this third quarter. 4 field goals, no 3-pointers for the Rams.
Rams are going to go for the final shot.
Kessler will get a chance. Heaves one up. It's just short. And that'll wrap up quarter number 3. A fast third quarter's over. Money time coming up next on the way. You're watching high school basketball live and free, exclusively on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Money time here at Upper Sandusky High School. Upper Sandusky looking for that first win of the year, as that layup's no good, but they do hold on to a 3-point lead.
They're going to call goaltending. They said that either hit the backboard or that was on its way down. So give Upper Sandusky 2 points here, and they kind of get a break.
The vertical of Hess displayed there, but that time it comes to hurt Mohawk. And Travis, I believe you have an update from our other Northern 10 game tonight.
Yeah, so if this game holds, the winner of Colonel Crawford and Carey would take over sole possession of first in the Northern 10. Halftime from North Robinson as we get a foul. It's Carey 28, Crawford 19. So the Blue Devils with the lead on the road.
Impressive stuff. I know we were taking a look at both teams' stats on the way up here, trying to figure out who's been balling for both those teams, as we know they've had a lot of success, similar to Mohawk, who trails here this evening. As Daris now back into the game with those 4 fouls. Swings it over to Kessler in the corner. He puts up a 3. That shot no good. Rebound to Boomer.
It looked good from down here, but it was just a bit off.
And Cleveland takes it all the way to the hole.
Whew. Took it right down Cleveland Street.
And Daris will do the same right back on the other side.
Upper has answered every run by Mohawk tonight. This is a completely different Rams squad than I've seen the last couple games.
And obviously I think it's just hard to ignore. One of the narratives has to be Hess with just 1 point. Normally averages 24, so that's 23 points that you normally count on a given night that haven't been here tonight.
Also, Mohawk's been getting a lot of great looks. It's just the ball hasn't been going through the hoop for them, too. It's just one of those tough nights for them. A perfect storm, you could say.
Kessler corrals that before it could go out of bounds. 3-pointer put up, no good. Offensive board to Daris. That shot's good.
How about the last couple possessions for Holden Daris with 4 fouls? Takes it to the hoop quickly the last time to get the hoop. This time, offensive rebound, nice Euro step type play, and puts it in. 7-point Ram lead.
Hess puts up a deep 3.
They needed that. Finally, Hess gets going.
And that one was huge. Cuts it back down to a 4-point lead. Let's take a look at that 3 one more time. Nice screen set, gets open. And a nice arc he put on that one. Now up to 4 points on the evening. 4 3-pointer of the second half for the Rams.
Yeah, despite the slow start here for Mohawk, especially from beyond the arc, only down 4. Their defense is doing enough to keep them in it. And if they can continue to hit some of these threes, exchanging 3s with 2s, it helps you out.
Over on the Facebook side, Olivia Engel commenting, let's go Warriors, wreck the Rams, in the all caps, Travis. So I think I'm trying to add it up here. I think we're almost even on Warriors and Rams fans making their voice heard in the comments tonight. Always enjoy seeing a little friendly competition going on as play has resumed.
That full court press right back at you from Mohawk. Upper able to break it though.
Kessler delivers a bullet to Haleman, who kicks it over to Daris. Too strong on a 3 rebound to Boomer Cleveland. And he's got Chester open in the corner, but Haynes was open as well and splashes a 3.
Right back at you, 6-0 run, 1-point game.
Daris has to be careful here, but a beautiful pass off to Isles.
They've been scoring off of that a lot, breaking the press, getting ahead of the defense, and taking care of it in the paint.
(50-47), 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 4. Deep 3. Oh my goodness. Yeesh. And no one wants to inbound the ball for the Rams, but what a deep triple. Might be the farthest one we've seen of the season. Knocked down by Haynes.
And he's got 20 points. Again, though, Upper breaks the press and gets a layup.
Yeah, they've got to get back on the defensive side. The Warriors knocking down those triples, but Kessler and the Rams making them pay.
Offensive foul.
Let's take a look one more time on our Daris Towing and Recycling replay.
I think they're going to call a moving screen.
Yeah, that one will go on Hannum. His 3rd foul. 7 points for him tonight, so another guy facing some foul trouble in the final quarter.
And if Upper can get a bucket here, that really stop the momentum of Mohawk, because they've been hitting some big shots. And now, I think another foul on the Warriors. Yeah, pushing it back.
Yeah, that one will go on number 10, Hunter Haynes, who just knocked down that deep triple.
It was a great job by our cameraman to get the good shot of that foul.
Yeah, I must say, my cameraman is exquisite tonight. Huge shout out to him. Maybe we'll do a cameraman reveal later. And Isles comes up big.
The sophomore in the starting role for the first time tonight. He's got 10. That's a 4-point lead. Midway point of the 4th.
Yeah, we've got an exciting 4 minutes left to play. Has trying some physical defense from Haleman and finishes.
Those are shots that make him so good. And they get the turnover. They have a chance to tie it here.
And one opportunity for the Warriors. Take again a look at this one.
Wow. Back and forth. What a game we've had so far.
And before we get to the free throw in Hanam, we'll have a timeout. 54-54, 3:45 left to play at Upper Sandusky High School.
Just when you thought Upper had the momentum with a couple big buckets, Mohawk right back at you. Get the layup, they get the steal off the full court press, and then the and one. Chance to take the lead once again.
While we have a second during the timeout, would obviously again like to thank our sponsors for this evening. The Kimmel Corporation, Chris Daris, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor. Wilson Tire, Quest Federal Credit Union, Daris Towing and Recycling, Spherion Mid-Ohio, and Frito Lay. Thank you to our amazing sponsors, folks, who help bring you this live and free coverage in these mega moments like this.
Update from North Robinson, end of 3, Carey 37, Crawford 35. That game in for a big final 8 minutes, and you can watch a highlight of that. Brian Skoronsky is there. He'll have the highlight for you later on tonight from North Robinson in that battle for first place in the conference as well.
And Travis, I know we talked the other night that Friday night was going to be a huge night in terms of boys hoops coverage. At some point, we will bring you an update on Monroeville and Crestview as well, as the free throw is not down and Mohawk regains the lead, 55-54.
This has been a good one here in Upper tonight. Both teams had sizable leads at one point as well. But as basketball is, it's a game of runs. Who will have the final one?
Montgomery kicks it to Kessler in the corner. Ball fake. Hess guarding him. Now Daris kicks it back to Montgomery in the other corner. Working the inside and outside game. Montgomery goes for the spin move, but a travel. Fifth turnover.
And you saw him, he lost the pivot foot there. Went in a little too strong.
Fifth turnover the second half for the Rams. Just 2 for the Warriors. As Hannum thought about a 3, he'll kick it out to Haynes, who's been feeling it. That one no good that time. Offensive board to Hess. Chester tried to force it inside to Hannum. And I think Isles is going to get the timeout.
Yep. They will give it to him.
Let's take one more look.
Rams going to get a full timeout as well.
And Travis, wouldn't you know,
there
our third broadcast of the evening. We also do have Centerburg taking on Worthington Christian on our Facebook page.
Worthington was up 10 at the break on Centerburg. Worthington, a really good school, Division III in the Central District. But Monroeville Crestview, that's for first place as well. A lot of first place teams on the OH report tonight. It's like we planned it or something.
Yeah, Brian Harder and Greg Collins over at Crestview High School, where the Eagles lead 43-41 over the Cougars. You can check that one out on our main channel or our Facebook page. Or if you can't possibly decide which thrilling end you'd like to see, put one on your phone, put one on your TV, and hang out with both of us tonight. You can choose whether you'd rather hear Brian Harder and Greg Collins or Travis and I, but nonetheless.
I mean, those two are really, really good at their job.
Hard to beat.
Well. Update from Crawford. 46-41 carry with 4:21 left in regulation.
And you see, there's just something special about high school basketball on a Friday night.
Absolutely. On any night.
Yeah, but
Friday's
I don't know.
a little bit
Friday's
more
nostalgic. As plays resume, Daris gets the screen from Isles, but nothing comes out of it. Now Hess in the open court. Layup, and it's good. 3-point lead for the Warriors. 2:25 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Hamlin pump faked on a 3. Isles passes it back out to Daris, who will put up a 3 right in front of the bench. A little bit short, but offensive board to Isles. 3-pointer put up from Montgomery. That one's short as well. Rebound to Hess.
Just a foot too far beyond the arc for that one. It had the line, but it was short. This is a big possession for Mohawk to put this to 2 possessions if they can score. Both teams a foul to give as well.
Hannum dribbles back out to around midcourt. He's working against Isles. Now swings it over to Chester, who had some space in the corner, but they want to work some clock with under 2 minutes to play. Pressure now on Upper Sandusky with that 3-point deficit. While they've been comfortable for most of the night, now they need to look to play smart ball here.
And Mohawk's just going to play keep away.
No shot clock in the high school game, so as long as they avoid that 5-second call, and Boomer barely gets it away, and a timeout's taken.
Yeah, I saw Upper went for the trap. Coach goes for the timeout to set things up with just about 1:23 left here.
And you know what, folks? We'll drop you in and we'll let you hear a little bit of Greg Collins and Brian Harder. Drop you back into Crestview for just a second.
The game. Barker. Shot doesn't go, and a foul over the back on Thompson.
And that was a good check out. I'd have to say there hasn't been a lot of great checkouts from Monroeville tonight, and Crestview's taking advantage. That time was a good checkout. They get the foul. So we're 1 foul away, both teams, from going to the line, getting some freebies. 2 minutes left. See what half court's set. You have a feeling that it's somehow going to involve Klingman, isn't it? Whether it's him shooting it or him creating for someone else.
We'll keep you updated on the score of that one. We welcome you back to Upper Sandusky High School. With a minute 23 seconds, Mohawk trying to play keep away from the Rams. Inbound to Hanam. Isles playing tight defense. Foul will be called on him.
Coach Winslow clapping, so they were trying to go for the steal on the inbounds, and if not, just create the foul there. Mohawk will be shooting 1-and-1 next foul.
It's the third foul on Isles here tonight. 10 points for the sophomore, who, as we've mentioned several times tonight, starting here for the first time all season long. Now Boomer will inbound it. Levi Lamb on him, and a quick foul is called. And the 1-and-1 now will come into play.
I was kind of surprised they didn't go for Haynes there with Daris guarding him to try and get Daris to foul out. Nonetheless, Mohawk, who didn't shoot the greatest from the line in the first half, will have a 1-and-1 here with just over 78 seconds left.
Boomer steps to the line and knocks down just the second free throw of the second half. The other coming previously on Hanam's three-point play. Substitutions now for offense. Isles will take a seat. Kessler in along with Eric Gottfried. Second shot's missed. Rebound to Kessler.
Still a two-possession game, but this helps out a little bit as the Warriors they're only up two-point buckets. So you can go in, get the layup, and cut this to a two-point game.
Holden Daris draws the foul. On the floor, though.
That is the sixth. So that's the last foul to give for Mohawk.
Got to get it in. They get it out to Montgomery up top. Kicked over to Daris, who puts up a three, and that one's short.
He's been short on those most of the night, but a steal.
Kessler now corrals it after the chaos. Puts up a shot, and it just rims out.
Wow. That's just an unlucky break for the Rams.
So take another look. That's been money almost all night long from Kessler. That time just couldn't get it to fall. So Hess will take a trip down to the other end for the 1-and-1. Hess kind of coming to life, entered the fourth quarter with just 1 point on the evening, now up to 8 with a chance for 9 and 10. But the first one's no good. Offensive board to Hanam, and Cleveland will kick it out, but turned over. Gottfried kicks it over to Kessler.
And a foul. You just can't do that, especially in the backcourt. You let him get the ball. You just keep him in front of you, but just so much hectic there. And now the Rams are going to have a chance to get a couple free throws. The clock stopped.
Chaos again. They had the offensive board, but ultimately ends up with Ethan Kessler with a chance to keep Upper Sandusky and the door open. First one's good.
Makes it a one-possession game once again.
And believe it or not, that was their first free throw of the second half. Now, point number 21 for Kessler, a chance for 22 here in a 2-point deficit. Knocks down the second.
And mind you, one more time, Mohawk will go to the line for a 1-and-1 if they're fouled, a non-shooting foul. So yes. This is playing out big for Upper Sandusky. And we're going to get a foul with the clock stop, but it's on Daris. He's fouled out.
Let's take one more look. See if we were to capture that. Winslow would like an explanation. Daris obviously upset. Let's see. I'm guessing they thought that maybe he grabbed Haynes.
Both sides were fighting for that, and maybe he got the jersey or something. Couldn't get a clear shot of it. Nonetheless, a big break for Mohawk now. And like I said, this is the final 1-and-1. With it being a 2-point game, one miss here keeps the door open for Upper.
So now on the floor is Isles, Kessler, Lamb, Haleman for the Rams as that shot just barely sneaks in.
Got the lucky bounce. Ball kind of died on the back of the hoop and rolled in. Here's the big one.
second shot's good by Haynes. Back to a 4-point game, 40 seconds and counting.
Oh, no.
And Haleman struggles to receive the pass. That ball will be turned over.
And that's something with your point guard out. You have to give it to a couple other players that really haven't been able to, bring the ball up.
Devastating right there for the Rams. If you take a second look on our Daris Towing and Recycling instant replay, definitely not ready to write them out yet, but definitely quite the uphill battle to come back down from 4 here with very little time remaining in the final quarter. Over in Crestview, 4-point game with 37 seconds to go. Cougars on top of the Eagles.
I think the last time we saw that was 45 all, so
yeah,
a 4-0 run in the last 30 seconds.
We still got about 30 seconds in our timeout here, so you know what? We'll keep it here and see what Monroeville is able to do this possession. And they get a bucket. And a timeout called in that one, so we'll keep an eye on that one, folks, and we'll make sure we get you the final from that as well as update you about Carey and Colonel Crawford. But 38 and a half still left to play here. Anything can happen. Inbound to Boomer, who's going to be fouled very quick by Lamb. That'll be Lamb's 4th foul.
And now 2 shots the rest of the way from Mohawk.
These free throws probably pretty big, Travis, in the grand scheme of things with 36.8 left to play.
45 seconds left. Carey 57, Carey 50, Crawford 47.
Wow.
So both these games coming down to the final seconds.
Cleveland puts the Warriors up 4 with the shot. Checking back in is Zayden Fry for the Warriors. And man, each update you're giving me makes me more and more excited to get to see that highlight later tonight. And you can too, folks, on our Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. As a second shot knocked down as well by Boomer.
So now Upper, they got to hit a 3. You're down 6, 36 seconds left. Your opponent's in the double bonus. They got to find an open shot from beyond the arc here.
And you got to think maybe from Kessler or Lamb. Instead, Montgomery will drive it inside. He'll pick up the foul, so he will take a trip to the line with a chance for 2.
Yeah, nothing was really open from beyond the arc. You might as well try and draw the foul, maybe get the and 1. Now, if he makes this first one, does he go for the intentional miss, or does he just take the 2 free throws?
Well, the first one will be missed, so now, unfortunately, you got to go for, it still leaves the door open. I don't know what Coach Winslow could be thinking, but I'm glad I don't have to make that decision right now. Second free throw on the way from Montgomery. That one missed as well.
I think he intentionally did that because it went off the side of the rim. But they were just unable to get the rebound. And now Mohawk can pretty much shut the door with a couple made free throws on the other end.
Monroeville now just trails Crestview by a point, 50-49 with 11 seconds to play.
And I was talking in the pregame about the balance of Mohawk. 22 points, 15 points, 10 points, 8 points.
Because now you have Hess at the line, who again, looking for a 9-point quarter. There's his 8th point of the quarter. Puts his team up 7. And you really saw the full scale of the balance this Mohawk team has when your leading scorer isn't dominating the points battle through those 3 quarters, and Mohawk just continued the battle. Second shot, no good. Passed off to Lamb, and they got to put up a shot. Kessler just launches one up. That will be missed. Rebound to Hess, and that'll all but do it, folks, with 10 seconds left to play. No foul will come from Upper, and that'll do it. Mohawk stays unbeaten, 7-0, 4-0 in the N10 on the season as the Rams still without their first win. Don't go anywhere though, folks. We have post-game stats and our MVP interview brought to you by Quest Federal Credit Union on the other side of this break. You're watching high school basketball live and free on the OH Report.
Merry Christmas!
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
It's the most wonderful time of the year when you got your lays that don't last many days because the whole family's here. Oh, wow. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. The trees at an angle, the lights are all tangled. Doritos, good call! It's the happiest season of all. There'll be smart food for munching, some ruffles for crunching, and snowball fights out in the snow.
Crying!
Run. Family portraits are cheesy with Cheetos, it's easy. White shirts were a bad idea though. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Grab the queso and salsa. Don't double dip, you monster! Pass the Tostitos here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be gifts for returning and recipes burning and snacks all laid out in a row. We'll smile through the season, hold tight to the reasons the holidays make our hearts glow. It's the most wonderful time, yes, the most wonderful time, oh, the most wonderful time of the year. Happy holidays! Happy holidays!
welcome you back now to our post-game show brought to you tonight by the Kimmel Corporation. The Mohawk Warriors complete the comeback over the Upper Sandusky Rams, so they now improve. If you see that record up in the top left and right, Mohawk now improves to 7-0, 4-0 in the N10. Upper Sandusky drops to 0-6, 0-3 in the N10 in search of win number 1. Again, I'm Hayden Gray. Travis Berardi down fetching our MVP for us, who will be coming up next shortly. But let's break down exactly how the game tuned out and finish with some of those final game stats coming for you, brought to you tonight by the Kimmel Corporation. Let's start with the losing effort from the Upper Sandusky Rams, who really controlled the tempo, pace, and narrative of the game for all but 3.5 quarters. 13 field goals on the night, 5 threes, 24 rebounds, 14 turnovers, but 24 fouls. Really did some damage for them this evening. 3 of 6 from the free throw line for the Rams. On the other winning side, the Mohawk Warriors, 5 field goals, 9 triples tonight. 24 rebounds, 8 turnovers, 12 fouls, and 13 of 20 from the free throw line. So again, folks, those are your final stats brought to you tonight by the Kimmel Corporation. As we still await our MVP, some news out of the Northern 10 as well. I have been informed that Cary knocks off Colonel Crawford 51-47, so a 4-point win for the Blue Devils. And I've also been told that breaks Colonel Crawford's 58-game regular season win streak. So huge news in the Northern 10 tonight. Big-time win for Cary, who now would hold first-place possession of the N10 along with Mohawk. And then in our other game tonight that we had on the OH report, Crestview walks away with a 52-49 win over Monroeville. And then still trying to locate the Worthington Christian Centerburg score for you. And as soon as I do, I'll let you know. Worthington Christian did knock off Centerburg, so those are the scores from the games around the rest of the OH report tonight. We'll take one more quick break and be right back with our MVP interview. You're watching high school basketball live and free right here on the OH report.
Merry Christmas!
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
It's the most wonderful time of the year when you got your lays that don't last many days, 'cause the whole
Back now with our player of the game, brought to you tonight and all season long by Quest Federal Credit Union. And tonight, standing here with Hunter Haynes, who right now you can't see, but eventually you will. But Hunter, we'll just start off. A great night for you tonight, 22 points, 6 threes in the victory over Upper Sandusky. And yay, now people can see you, Hunter. But just tell me what was flowing for you tonight. I think that you probably hit one of the farthest threes that we've seen all season long. Tell me what you were feeling after that one and just, your flow offensively tonight.
I mean, I got shout out my teammates. They were amazing passing me the ball. I've sort of been in a slump the last 2 games, but once I figured out my shot this last couple of days, they found me and I was ready to shoot.
A really competitive game all the way until the end there. You trail for the bulk majority of 3 quarters. Coach Dunn talked about how this is a tough place to play tonight no matter what the record for the Rams was. How did you feel coming into this environment tonight, and how did you and your teammates handle the adversity that you faced throughout the game?
I mean, most of us when we were younger, we were watching this back when Zach came and played, like how packed this place was and loud. So we kind of got an idea what we were getting into. We just needed to relax. And we did, and we pulled it out.
And then obviously a great start for all you guys so far this season. Undefeated overall and in conference play. Just tell me what your guys' goals are in the Northern 10 and what you want to accomplish this season in conference.
We're trying to win the N10, get in that top 2, and then we're trying to get to the district finals, maybe win it, try to go farther, see how far we can go as a team.
All right, Hunter, and then here on the OH Report, the last thing that we always do is if there's anyone you want to give a shout-out to, I know a lot of folks from Mohawk watching the game tonight who weren't able to make it in person. If there's anyone watching you want to give a shout-out to, I'll give you a chance to do so.
My grandma, she's been rough, but she's getting better. My mom, my dad, and my brother and sister that are annoying, but thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, again, your Quest Federal Credit Union player of the game tonight, Hunter Haynes, in the victory to stay undefeated this season. Congratulations, Hunter, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, folks. We'll take one more quick break, come back to wrap things up right here live and free on the OH Report.
Merry Christmas!
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Upper Sandusky one final time tonight. Hayden Gray, Travis Berardi with you. Just talked with our player of the game. And Travis, I know we're focusing on the Northern 10 tonight, but you can't take the K-Mac out of K-Mac, Trav, and I know you have some news that you're dying to share.
Well, first, before I get to that, Mohawk's going to stay atop the Northern 10 with Carey now.
Yes.
Colonel Crawford's going to get a game behind that 40, what was that, at 49, something like that, game win streak, whatever, it's up in the 50s
58.
maybe, but whatever, 58, 59. It's large, okay, but that streak has stopped. But down to K-Mac, team fighting for a conference championship. The Northmore Golden Knights won their 4th consecutive game, knocking off Danville. I think it was 75-37 or something like that. But Grant Bentley, 45 points, a new school record. That surpassed one of the Kegleys, 43 points. But congratulations, Grant Bentley, down at Northmore, the Golden Knights, another one of our area teams around here that have a chance at doing something special. But Mohawk, another one of those teams in D3 and D4 that they're looking pretty darn good right now, Hayden.
Yeah, they look fantastic, and let's find out who they'll take on next. For Mohawk, they'll face another conference foe, Winford, coming up on Saturday, and then obviously for Upper Sandusky, right back here tomorrow. Going to be a short turnaround, but they will host Bucyrus, both on the boys and girls side. Travis, you'll be here for those.
Yep, and I'm looking forward to see how Upper Sandusky bounces back, because this was one of the most complete games that they played. Just weren't able to finish it off at the end, but against an undefeated squad, they show that this is the team that can compete this year throughout the season.
All right, well, that will wrap it up here from Upper Sandusky. We'll get Travis home just so we can turn around and come back tomorrow.
Pretty much.
Mohawk victorious 63-56. Would like to thank all of our sponsors for being a part of the broadcast this evening. The Kimmel Corporation, Chris Daris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wilson Tire, Quest Federal Credit Union, Danner's Towing and Recycling, Spherion Mid-Ohio, and Frito Lay. Would also like to thank the athletic department here at Upper Sandusky for hosting us each and every home game. Thank you for accommodating us. And finally, would like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, kicking it with us for a while, and taking in some live and free high school hoops. But that will do it for me. I'm Hayden Gray. Travis Berardi, want to give a big shout out, my color commentator and my camera operator tonight. I want to thank Adam Thompson for the audio and video design that you saw on the broadcast tonight. All the sponsors that I previously mentioned, an extended thank you to them. And one final thank you to you, the fans. You've been watching high school basketball live and free exclusively on the OH Report, powered by BS Media Productions, the future of local sports. One final time from Upper Sandusky, Hayden Gray and Travis Berardi saying so long, and have a good night, everyone.